Testing, testing. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Joshua, Jomascl. Honestly, whatever you want to call me, but my initial pronunciation for my artist name was Jomascl, and I'm honestly opening up to Jomascl a bit more. I have like just one or two persons ask me, "Oh, where did your name come from? Like, how did you come up with your artist name?" You guys don't care about that. Anyway, yes, we are here. We are here. And by the way, my fan is on, so the audio might be a bit. I really don't know how it sounds. I haven't really tested it to see how bad it will be. But I hope it's good. I really do hope it's good. But it's me here. Also, it is so hot, so I have to keep my fan on. There's no way that I could. I'm also dressed kind of lightly for this. Actually, I'm dressed heavily right now. Like on a day like today, I'd rather just be in a boxer. That's too much information, but I mean, we're from the Caribbean, so that's how it's gonna be. I'm from the Caribbean at least. Um, Today, we can just ramble and ramble and ramble, not really speak about anything that too important. Um, that's what this is gonna be about. This is not really a podcast, is it? I don't know. This is not really a podcast. This is just me speaking. And hoping that you enjoy my rambling. Because that's exactly what it's gonna be. I'm kind of I feel like eye contact is gonna be very minimal with the camera because, looking at where I am, I could do like this. Am I still being heard that well? I think it's okay. I think it's fine. If I do like this, I could probably still look at the camera and speak a little bit. But anyway, we're here. I made an attempt at recording this podcast yesterday, and it really didn't go that well. No, it's not that it didn't go that well. And I was recording it, and when I was finished, I wasn't pleased with how I looked in it. That's really the reality of it. So I was like, you know what? I'll make another attempt at it again today. Actually, let me just watch to make sure how I look in it right now, so that I would for sure post this one. Well, at least I don't know if I'll post it. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, it's not bad. I don't look horrible or anything. Wait, I'm not sure if it started recording now. Let me go back and check again. Okay, it's recording. Anyway, here we are. So I really don't know what I'm gonna speak about today. So I think I'm just gonna play these by ear. If I do this and if I continue to do them, I think I'm just gonna play it by ear. So yesterday I made an attempt. Wasn't like I said, I didn't really like how I look in it at the end. So I was like, you know what? I'll make another attempt today. And since I'm home alone currently, I was like, you know what, this is this is the perfect time to make another attempt, and I wouldn't have to worry about hearing noise from anyone else or anything like that. But yeah, it is time. Let's start speaking about some stuff that's interesting. I don't know what's interesting about me. I'm an artist from Barbados. I make music. Love making music, by the way. Stream, if you don't know. I just released a little EP called ummm because everything is about me. Alot. That, at least on my EP. Alot. The EP is very much self. It gives off a self vibe. It's a dancehall EP. If you don't like dancehall, it's not for you. But if you like R&B, the first song is for you. The first song is like a slow R&B song. I wanted to put something on it that was definitive, or at least something that, when I say definitive, I mean something that persons would definitely like, even if dancehall isn't necessarily for them. Tracks 1 and 2 are more dancehall oriented. Number 1, Good Luck to You, is there are three songs on the EP. And more music coming soon, very, 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 very soon. Can't wait. But I'm graduating next week. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. My graduation. I'm graduating from UE, the University of the West Indies, Cave Hill. Finally escaped that place. I mean, I wasn't in there like super long. I wasn't in there long. I was there longer than I needed to be, yes, but not like super long. My course, my major, my degree, sorry, runs for 3 years, and I did a fourth year, so I went over by a year, you know. So at least, I mean, I'm not like other persons who would have or who would have to stay there for much longer. So I guess I'm thankful for that, but I'm graduating, so woo woo, can't wait. Honestly speaking, I'm not like excited for the ceremony itself. I can't deal with the big long waits and oh, let's wait in this line, not this. Well, yeah, like photo lines. I don't even know if I'm going. I don't even know. But this just sitting in the ceremony, but of itself, I just don't know if I could do that. I mean, I'll have to, and I could do it, but I just don't know if I want to. I mean, I'm gonna have to because I'm going anyway. So you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. But um, so graduating. I have to go on Saturday to collect my suit. I can't wait. I believe it's gonna look so good. I believe that it's gonna look so amazing. Honestly, you guys will see it, and I feel like honestly I don't know how. Like I would love to be able to like go places and like put on some more outfits, but um I don't really go. I don't really go anywhere. Is there anybody that can relate to that? I don't really go anywhere. I have like a few birthday things coming up. Like two friends who might potentially do birthday things. Oh, speaking of birthday things, let's get into it. You know, like how you're like friends with you. You're like this. You're like a very like you're a person who has like very few friends, and you're not like a part of a friend group. So you know those few friends that you have, you know, those friend groups never like clash. They're a part of different separate friend groups, you know, much bigger friend groups at that. And you're just like, you don't go, you're not a part of a friend group, but you know those persons, your friends with, you know, these people. um um so when you go to their birthday events, um you don't really, I mean, you know, they're friends, but you don't really like mix with their friends like that, you know. um So that'll potentially be me at the end of this month. It's October. That'll potentially be me. Honestly speaking, though, I I I just don't really trust people. So that's the reason for me not really, you know, like having much friends, and I feel like I've definitely been trading past. So that's why I definitely like stay to myself and keep to myself now. So there's that. Like we don't need any extra people over here. We don't need any extra people. Why would I need extra people? Who needs extra people when I have myself? I was my own friend from a child. That's my song. Stream it. But you know, um, I genuinely just don't like really like trust people. Like I said, from since school. Actually, school was just a I'm not school was just a roller coaster, and I feel like I didn't have the experience that some persons might think I have. You know, some persons might, you know, yeah, I just really didn't like school. Some experiences were good, some most were bad. But you know, we move on. Didn't really like school. Um, primary school was good. It was okay. I was a goody two shoes in primary school. Not like a goody two shoes. I'd be like kiss at the teacher and be like, you know, not like one of those goody two shoes who would kiss up to the teacher or anything like that. But a goody two shoe, you know, is like I never did any wrong. And the moment where I did one thing wrong, I was penalized for it so heavily in primary school, to the point where growing up now, I mean, I don't hold on to stuff, but growing up now, it just made me look back at that teacher like, you're crazy. Like, I mean, I'm a child. I'm allowed to mess up. I mean, it wasn't even anything that major. Um, what had happened was, you know how we like abbreviate like curse words, um, like you know, like how there's like WTF or uh well, in Barbados we have much more vulgar terms. So we have CYC. I bet you would know what that is. We have um shoot, what else? What else did I write on the paper? I wrote so much on that paper, but I genuinely can't remember like some of the stuff I wrote. I definitely believe I wrote WTF, CYC, um a whole bunch of other stuff. Long story short, this girl in my class, she like saw the paper, and she took it and she showed it to my primary school teacher, which and she was also I mean I saw actually saw her early up this year. Anyway, um she would have showed that to my primary school teacher. My primary school teacher basically like decided, oh, I'm gonna take you to the principal's office for this. And I feel like, why are you taking me to the principal's office for this? When in the class, some of them had done some, I mean, stuff that was so horrible. But you know what? It was because I was one of the good ones, and you know, when you mess up, a teacher can take something and drag it and carry it along, and oh, he did this, and he's a prefect, and at the time I was about to be head boy. I was chosen to be head boy, but because of that, I got my prefect badge taken away, and I was like, "Are y'all serious?" In the moment, I was obviously like, I was shredded, but you know, looking back at it, it's just like, are y'all like serious right now? This is something that I wrote on paper. I wasn't even out here speaking and cussing teachers. Like, I wrote this on paper. You know, like, what are y'all actually serious? And why was I the only one that was penalized? You know, like it, like a whole bunch of us were there talking about that stuff. Like, what? And I didn't even mention these girls. We were writing them on paper anyway. You know, damn, that's crazy. But you know, secondary school, primary school, I used to sing a lot. Secondary school, I hardly used to sing on stages in secondary school. The only stage I probably would have touched was the talent show, which was in my final year of school, as well as the school play in my final year of school. In primary school, I used to do so much plays. All the Christmas plays sold. Choir, got sing anywhere, I'm there singing a solo, front and center stage. I was always singing in primary school, but secondary school was just like, I wanted to join the choir in secondary school, but the choir was disbanded. I think because of the lack of males and alto voices. And I didn't have an alto voice. I had a very, very high pitch. My range would go up to like and now my range just reaches like here. I feel like I would love to be able to get back, you know, the range that I had. But yeah, here we are, you know, with this range that we have now. I could still hold a tune or two. Hearing about hold a tune or two. I'm not like a horrible singer. I'm not like a bad singer, obviously. But you know, I sing, I make some tunes. I can't wait to like keep making more music, because that's something I feel like I'll never stop doing. But I wanted to like watch some clips and stuff today, but I don't know, like what clips can I watch with you guys? Like, I don't know. But I have so much more to ramble about. Like, I'm trying to remember what I rambled about yesterday from like when I was speaking yesterday, and I just can't really remember. But I do remember touching on like you know, like friends and what the term friends is, you know, what it's supposed to mean, but you know, what it also doesn't, because you know, we have some persons who would love to call themselves your friend, but then they associate themselves with people who don't who speak negatively about you, you know, which is pretty crazy. Or you know, just people who have bad things to say on a whole about you, which is honestly just crazy. And maybe they don't have bad things to say on a whole, but you know, I've had myself like walk into like a room and hear a friend of one of my friends They were like, look, and I'm like, look at what? Like, this is not the first time you've seen me, and it was looking a very dangerous way. This fellow, he was like, oh look, and then they were like, look at, I think they were like, look at what or whatever, but they looked. So, but I mean, I didn't look at them, but I heard, I know they meant me, because it was the only one there. They're not saying look at anybody else. It was the only one there, like, so. It is what it is, and I personally feel like if I'm not even going to get into that much further, but I do believe though that if there's some persons who love to call themselves friends, and this is how it has always been from secondary school and moving forward, you're supposed to have these friends, but yet still they associate themselves with persons who don't really care about what their actions would do, how their actions would affect you. I'm your friend, and you're associating yourself with this person who doesn't care about what they say, how it would affect me. I just feel like if you're, I don't know, that's kind of crazy, right? Which is the reason why I don't have much friends now. Secondary school has taught me so much, but also so little. Waste of time. But anyway, like I told you, I was graduating. I'm graduating from UE. I'm gonna go get my suit on Saturday. I would have loved if I could get the same guy who made my suit for my secondary school graduation, which was not a graduation so much because we had to plan it ourselves. We had to do everything ourselves. I mean, I didn't do anything, but they had to do things themselves. And the guy who made my suit, he died. He's dead. Rest in peace. Bless his heart. If he didn't die, he would 100% be my tailor today for my suit for graduation. But I have someone new. Hopefully I let my suit on Saturday when I go collect it. Can't wait. Well, when I go try it on, because if I don't like how it looks when I try it on, I'm gonna assume that alterations will have to be made and it has to be made correct. But I'm not really worried about that, not stressing about that or anything like that. I have been recording for pretty long now. It's been 18 minutes. I don't really plan to go over half hour. I feel like I've been rambling about things that don't really make sense, and it's kind of my fault because I should have jotted down like more important specific things, but I guess I'll call this episode learning a bit about me. So it all lines up, it all fits perfectly. But this is really just a rambling like thing, because it's like it's just me going on and 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 going on until I no longer feel the need to go on. The story of my life. But realistically, me rambling here, this is what I would do in a space alone by myself. Call me crazy, call me whatever you like. I don't do it very often. Sometimes I do it in my head. I just sit and I do it in my head. I do it in my brain. Sometimes I pace around my room and I do it in my brain. Is that a mental illness? Or sometimes I just verbally do it. And I don't verbally do it very often. Like I said, I hardly verbally do it, but I do it. But yeah. So we're here, and what else can I speak about? I tried to jot down some of the stuff that I was speaking about yesterday, and it just isn't. None of them are coming back to me right now because I didn't really jot them down. I will say again, I apologize for the noise. If you are experiencing noise from this way, let me just be silent and see if y'all can hear anything. I don't see any waves, but it could just mean that it's a very subtle background noise because the mic isn't going to pick it up that heavily, but there'll probably still be like a presence. But when I listen back, I'll know for sure. I'm thirsty. Woo! I actually didn't drink any water for the day, so that was quite refreshing. I just had like Mobby. You guys know what Mobby is. If you don't, if you're from Barbados, you know what Mobby is. If you're not from Barbados, I don't know if you know what Mobby is, but Mobby it's a good drink. Okay, we're back. Way back. Okay, my phone overheated because I'm using my phone to record us visually. And well, I turn it off, put it in the fridge to cool down. Which is probably not the most effective method. I don't know, like putting it in the fridge to cool down. I used to do that with like my old iPhone 7. But that phone was in a state. Oh my god, honestly. And it never exploded. Wait, let me show y'all what it looks like. Where is it? This thing was a mess. My home button never worked. My home button never worked. My home button stopped working. I mean, the whole thing was just a mess. Like, just look at it. This whole thing was just a mess. But yeah, it used to move. Oh wait, and the back camera has like a hole in it, so I couldn't take back camera photos. The most effective thing I would have that would have had to be done would have been to finish break it, because dust got on the inside and covered the glass thing. So I had to like break out the rest of it and just like clean it, but I didn't do that. So yeah, this first thing is just me rambling, and y'all don't know what the hell I'm speaking about. But I feel like if it, like I said, it's really just a thing about self, because I feel like if I feel like if I spoke so much about myself, you know, I told you about like primary school, I told you about secondary school, I told you all about, oh, I'm graduating next week, I told you about y'all about my tailor that I had before, RIP to him. I told y'all a bit about my tailor that I have now. No, I didn't, but y'all know I have a new tailor. I would like to go out a bit more this month so that I could like want a bit more outfits. Don't know how that'll go. I doubt that'll go at all. Maybe like June. But I told you all about, you know, like going to like birthday things with like, you know, friends. Well, for your friends, you're not, you know, really mixing with the rest of the, you know, their friend groups. What else did they tell y'all about? I don't know. My phone has broken. Old phone. I used to struggle with this thing for real. I call it my cardboard. But you know what? It never exploded. So y'all can say what y'all want to say about Apple and iPhones. This was secondary school, by the way. This was a secondary school phone. Wait, was it? This was a university phone. So I had this in my first year at UB. Did I? My second year at UB. I'm pretty sure I got a new phone in my second year at UB. I think I got like the 13. That's when I got the 13 Pro. Anyway, that doesn't matter. What else do I have to speak about, or do we just wrap this up right here? Like, how long is this thing? How long has this thing been running for? It can't go over 30 minutes. I mean, I don't want it to go over 30 minutes. Have no clue. Okay. Let's maybe talk about music a bit more. As you know, I'm a little artist myself. I have something else coming up very, very soon. Is a very slow thing. I was actually recording for it a bit today. For the most part, that went well. That went okay. I feel like persons are coming home soon. I feel like I could hear them. I could feel their. I'm looking at the time as well. And I want to wrap this up by then, to be honest. But I have some new music coming out very soon again. I think it's just gonna be. I'm just gonna leave it to be a surprise. I was gonna say how much songs it was gonna be, but realistically, I don't think it's. You know what? I don't think it's gonna be more than one song. I think it's just gonna be one song. You know, and it's gonna be pretty soon. I mean, there's still a little wait, but pretty soon I would say, because October is flying by so quickly. So I would say pretty soon. Oh, I wanted to dress up for Halloween. I wanted to do something for Halloween. Now, I know we don't really celebrate Halloween here in Barbados like that. But I really would love to like do something for Halloween. And I don't know like what to do. Like what can I do for Halloween? You know what I mean? I just don't know. So my head doesn't really itch. That's just like a little habit I had from yesterday. I don't know where it came from. Like with this scarf, I think it's a nervous thing because I'm running out of things to say, and it's just like I just do this and fidget. So I think that's what it is. My head isn't actually itching. I think it's just like a nervous something to distract myself. While I try to orchestrate my thoughts a bit. But that's it is what it is. All right, I wanted to do something for Halloween, like dress up. Not like dress up and go out. Maybe just like dress up, take some photos, do some TikToks. Probably like have a good time in my room as I usually do. In my room is very have good times and bad times and great times and no times and experiences and no experiences. Listen, we this is where I live. This is my space. This is my mental space. This is my space for everything. This is my space for everything. So I was thinking in the bedroom with me, in the bedroom with Jomascl, in the like I don't know, is that a good title? Is that a good title for each and every one of these moving forward? In the bedroom. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. In the bedroom. Um in the bedroom. Um I had some in my brain earlier, but they just disappeared. Oh, do you guys ever experience you're talking, you're telling a story, and then your mind just goes like blank, like then you forget what you forgot what you were gonna say, and it's just like a very thing. You just have to let down the person by telling them, I forget what I was gonna say, and you also let down yourself, baby, because it's like damn, like I wanted to finish the story but I can't because I forgot, but I don't have a bad memory though. Like I remember things, I remember everything. It'll come back to me eventually. That's the difference, like how there's other persons who you would tell them something today, they forget tomorrow. Those type of persons, I am actually surrounded by quite a few of those persons. And I will say it's actually pretty annoying. But I hope that's never me. I know there's something else I want to say, but it's just not coming to me right now. I think I'm gonna go on for I'm thinking I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon. Time is approaching. And hopefully when I watch it back, I feel confident in what I did and spoke about. I don't know, like I said, it's a very good introduction thing to me because I've posted videos on here before, but I've never I never really give much about myself. And as a matter of the fact, this podcast doesn't really shit. I call it a podcast. Is it a podcast? I said shit. Is it a podcast or is it not? I don't know. But it's just it's just a talk time with me. Talk with me, type of vibe. But yeah. But my mind still goes back to you going to because that's what I'm gonna have to do by the end of this month, and what I've always done. You go to your friends' events, and you're not really friends with their friends. So when you go, is not awkward, but it's not a comfortable situation. So you're just there, and you're just there. You can only ever speak to your friend. Or there are one or two of them though who are there that aren't a part of the friend group either, so it works out, it fits. But you don't really speak to them either. You'll probably speak to one or two. The truth is that I don't really have friends with big friend groups. I do have friends with big friend groups. I will say about 2 friends I have with big friend groups. But there's one friend who doesn't invite their whole friend groups. Let me not say friend group, who don't invite almost all the persons they know to their thing. Not I don't think anyone does that, to certain events that they do. But you're just there. You're just there, you're just existing at this event because you don't know. People, but you just don't reach out to them. Okay, it's time to wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed my little talk with me thing. Was I entertaining? I don't think I don't think it was entertaining. Was I entertaining? I don't know. I hope y'all like these moving forward. Well, I hope y'all like this, because if you like it, then that'll determine if I do more of these. And I know I don't have like a huge audience on here, so the truth is I'm not expecting much feedback. So, it is what it is. But I definitely do hope that, like, y'all still like it to like a certain degree, to like say if you do, or if you don't. But this is the most I'm gonna do, you know, for in terms of like getting to know me wise, and me speaking to people on here, if that ever becomes the case. um like vlogs I will still do like in and out, but this, I think this is something that I feel a bit comfortable doing, because it's just the usual me. I mean, I'm not uncomfortable doing vlogs, but vlogs are just so much more and so extra, vlogs are fun though, especially when you're doing fun things. But I think I'm gonna be doing this is just me in my room speaking, like this is just me in my room speaking. I don't have to worry about yeah. I just think this is fun, this is cool. So I'm gonna do this for a little bit and see how it goes, how it runs. But anyway, yeah, I came from about here. Yeah, we exiting Beijing style, Beijing dialect and everything. I got abs to this part. I I hope that like my standard English like works out. Oh yeah, I mean I didn't do it for like this whole thing. I did do it yesterday when I made an attempt at recording this. But, I sometimes I speak in like an Australian accent, a British accent, an American accent, not really once in a while. Then I speak in my Beijing dialect. I speak standard English in my Beijing, and then I speak Beijing dialect. Um, those are my two forms of speaking: Beijing dialect, standard English. But for fun, I would do like Australian or British. Not really American, but I do sometimes. But more Australian and British for sure. Like nor why, bro. um, no, put it back right now. You know, um, really Australian, really British, really Aussie accent, and really British accent. Um, since we were colonized by the British, I think my accent for the British is a bit better. Maybe it has been passed down through generations, and I have the key to the British accent, which is slavery. Um, but my British accent, it's I don't know. Wait, that was a bit Aussie. Like when on the no, I don't know. I didn't say no. I said I don't know. But my British accent, it could be a bit better, but it's cool. It's fine. Honestly, it needs a bit more work. But it's fine. Anyway, it's time to go. Peace. Peace, something the world could never achieve, but I offer peace here. So if you come back, you can have a peaceful time, a blast even. Anyway, bye bye.